Hi guys, it's Melanie and welcome to today's video. I am super excited for this video. As you could see by the title, I have a new camera and I just can't wait to unbox it, test it out, and chat with you guys about my thoughts. I don't usually do a lot of like tech reviews, and I honestly, part of the reason is I haven't like upgraded my camera in quite a couple years. That just means I'm even more ready to upgrade my videos and my quality. Also making a switch from Canon to Sony, so that'll be interesting. I'm sure there's a bit of a learning curve. Also, my big plan for today was to unbox this camera, film it, and then use the camera, learn how to use it, you know? But with that, I'm just gonna vlog the rest of my day and what I do, which is probably just gonna be a lot of like work and craft, typical of me. But I'm going to vlog the rest of my day so that I can get used to this camera, and hopefully you guys will get used to it too. I did want to chat with you guys for a little about my current cameras and the reason that I'm upgrading. So right now I'm using the Canon G7X, which I've had for, oh my gosh, I've probably had for like 7 years. It's pretty broken. The battery like doesn't stay in because I've dropped it, and like the latch doesn't keep it in. And there's also something wrong with the SD card reader, so like half of the time I film, it will stop filming midway, lose all my footage, which is just super annoying, and I can't believe I've been dealing with that for so long. Because of that, I switched over to this camera, what I've been using for the past maybe like 4 years, and it's the Canon M200 with the kit lens. And I like this camera a lot. It has a little bit of a wider angle, which is what I was looking for. It has like the manual zoom, which I kind of go back and forth between liking the like, I don't know what it's called, electronic zoom, whatever's on the G7X versus being able to do this. The stabilization on this is like non-existent, or I just don't know what I'm doing maybe. Stabilization on the G7X is really good for vlogging, and it's very just like user friendly, which is why I think it gained so much popularity for vloggers and beginner video content creators. This one, I've seen a couple people using it, but it is a older camera. I believe it's in the same line as like the EOS M50 and the other M lines, which are newer and more pricey. But this one, I'll put the prices I paid for both of them up here. I don't want to like butcher them, but this one I got used on eBay and it was great for however long I used it. I think my main problem was that it would readjust the angles like mid filming, which just got super annoying. It was typically in the beginning of my footage, so I would like just crop it out, but sometimes it would happen mid video or just very sporadically. It just got really annoying because the whole angle would shift. That was one problem. The other, not really problem, but overall, I just, with being full-time on content now, I figured it was time to reinvest into this. And even though YouTube hasn't necessarily been my big primary platform recently, I just have such a big heart for YouTube and I love filming stuff long form and editing it. So I figured that upgrading to a camera with better quality, a better angle that I like enjoy watching more, and doesn't have these little like annoying flaws with these two old cameras would be worth the money and worth the investment. I love it when people do video comparisons. So I'm gonna show you a clip with my G7X versus my Canon M200. Alright, so this is me filming with Canon M200 at arm's length. So as you can see, it is a bit more of a wider angle than the G7X, but if you can tell, like if I'm walking, I feel like you can see the movement a little bit more than my G7X. This is the G7X at arm's length, and this is me walking with it. I feel like it just has a really good stabilization, and I also feel like sometimes the lighting and the auto, just everything is so auto and so simple with it, which is so nice for beginner users, and it helped me a lot when I was starting out. But I will say I'm someone who like heavily prefers a very wide angle. I don't know if it's because I hate seeing myself so close up or something, but that's something I was really looking for. And I also eventually in my timeline like wanted to switch over to Sony cameras. They just seemed a lot more difficult to understand, I guess. I've just always used Canon for all my cameras. I have a photography like DSLR too, and that was a Canon, and I just always liked them and they were easy to like learn, I guess. But I've just heard so many good things about Sony's line of vlogging cameras that I decided to invest in the Sony ZV-E10. I didn't get the kit lens that usually comes with it. Instead, I ordered the 10 to 20 millimeter Sony lens. This should give the really wide angle look. It is kind of crazy because the lens costs more than the body itself, but I did get both of them certified used, so it saved a little bit of money. Let's go unbox it and test it out. keep my SD cards. All right, guys, so I have my new camera and my new lens here. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed by how light both of these are. Flip screen comes out this way. You can twist it, which is super nice. It has the little like mic guard, which I've never had before, so I think that'll be really helpful because a lot of my audio when I film in public gets a little loud. So I'm gonna attach the lens right now and we're gonna see what this looks like once I turn it on. Just kidding, I need to charge it first. I'm gonna charge it and then I'll be back. In a little bit, I let the camera charge up just a bit. I'm at 12% battery, but that should be enough. Let's start off by putting the lens on. Alright, this is my first time turning it on. Oh wow. Let's see how. There's so many things going on the screen. Like, I'm so not used to it. Okay, I'm gonna put an SD card in here and I'm gonna film a couple test shots. So far, at a first glance, it is a lot more complex than my other cameras. There seems to be a lot of different settings. So after filming this, I definitely want to go through and look at all of these. I will say the display of the camera is a little overwhelming at first, but I think it's pretty user-friendly. There's not too much going on up here or on the side. All right, guys, this is vlogging with the new camera at 10 millimeters, so the most zoomed out at arm's length. All the way zoomed into 20 millimeters. This is what it's looking like. I will say it's a little different looking at a viewfinder that's not flipped up right above the lens. So if you can tell that I'm looking to the right instead of closer to at you guys / above, that is a little bit of a difference, but I think it'll just be an adjustment. This is what it looks like with the stabilization off. So it's like even more zoomed out, but it's a little bit more like shaky. Yeah.
It looks really like soft.
Yeah, like our skin looks airbrushed. I think that's this setting, but I don't know how to work it yet. Wow, when it's close up
really
though,
airbrushed.
look how disformed our faces look. Or like look at my face. Isn't that cool though?
Yeah, it looks nice.
I'm gonna film a comparison from the same angle with all three cameras, and then I'm gonna import it and compare those. It's like Snapchat filter.
It is like a Snapchat filter.
Look, it's like 0.5. No one's gonna wanna watch this. I'm like this the whole time. I have all three cameras recording me. This is kind of like trippy. I have all three cameras recording me from the same-ish angle, and this is what it's looking like with lighting and audio and kind of everything. I will do this in another room too so that there's better lighting because this is actually like very side lit. I'm a girl with too many cameras. Let's go to the bedroom. Pressing record on all of them. All right, so here we are from another angle in my bedroom that has a little bit of better, more direct lighting. Let's go take a look at this on the computer. And from this point on, we're gonna switch over to the new camera for the rest of this video, but it's at 3% right now. So I'm gonna charge it while I begin editing this video. I'm so excited to look at this footage. I just imported all of it and we're gonna take a look at all of the comparisons. Alright guys, so I finished editing this little vertical example of the different cameras I have, and I feel like it's really telling. I'm honestly pretty nervous that people will like my old cameras more. I think it put into perspective that the camera I was using the most, the Canon M200, the lighting was like pretty bad in it. Do you think it's kind of a toss-up between the G7X and the camera I'm using now? But given that my G7X is genuinely like broken, it was so frustrating because it would lose all my footage, it wouldn't hold a battery. Just completely my own fault because I think I've dropped it so many times over the years of using it. It definitely got, it's like, it was well used and well loved, but it's pretty broken. But when I do look at it, I kind of like the coloring on that one, but that's nothing I can't change. Do you think I will probably shoot most of the time in this very wide angle format because that's personally what I like, and I feel like with a lot of lifestyle or like crafting videos, that's kind of what you want to see is like the broader picture of everything. So hopefully this gave you a good visualization visualization of the different cameras, and I would of course love to know what you guys think. It is about 1:20 right now, and I do want to start editing this video, and I have another video that I'm also working on. What I like to do here is do a lot of my filming when it's still bright out because our apartment doesn't get a whole bunch of light. So I have a DIY that I am gonna film right now. I am gonna be making these little sugar cookie felt ornaments. This is what my tree is looking like right now. It's clearly a very crafty looking tree with the little bows and then all of the ornaments that I have so far on here. Right now when I'm filming this, it's December 9th. So adorable. Let's go make some sugar cookie Christmas tree ornaments. I don't know if I've ever filmed the behind the scenes of me filming another video. I feel like it's not very glamorous and it might be a little embarrassing. It's been about an hour for me to film and make one of these little ornaments, but I think it looks so cute. I plan on making a couple more. If you guys saw, I had a lot of them laid out, so they're already cut out. I just need to sew them together and add all the beads, which takes a while, but tutorial is probably up already on this, so I will link it if you're curious on how to make one of these. One little update I have so far on my thoughts with this camera as I've been using it throughout the day is that it holds charge pretty poorly. I plan on ordering some additional batteries because it only came with the one. I've been charging it with the battery in the camera, so I don't know if that's impacting it because usually I have the external charger that goes straight into an outlet, which I plan on ordering tonight. It is much later now. I've been editing a little bit. I still have some more that I want to do, and I also want to respond to comments and DMs. But I'm making myself a little drink. One of my favorite things is Olipop. I love the crisp apple flavor. I used to be a hardcore strawberries and cream, strawberry vanilla, whatever that flavor was. I love that flavor and I still do. I love mixing them with a little bit of heavy cream. It makes it like a cream soda and it's so good. I feel like apple and cream sounds a little bit weird, but I swear it's yummy. All right, I'm done editing and working for the day, so I'm gonna do some knitting practice. It's not even like real knitting for the project that I'm working on. I'm practicing with a different yarn than what I was originally planning on making this scarf with. I'm watching a tutorial on how to read a knitting pattern right now because it's not working out for me, but hopefully this video helps a girl out. Just finished dinner and we have been playing It Takes Two. It's my first video game ever. Ever. How am I doing?
You're doing good.
I kept falling and dying and it took like what, like 40 minutes for us to do it, and then we lost all of our progress.
Yeah, well, because we exited the game, we didn't realize it didn't save any of it.
Hi
Okay guys, it is a lot later now and I'm getting ready for bed, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me today for this little unboxing, but also just a little vlog and testing out this new camera. Let me know what you guys think and be honest. I want to know what it's like from your perspective. Other than that, thank you guys so much for being here. It was fun to vlog, kind of like a day in the life. I feel like I've kind of strayed from that type of content, but it's so fun to just film the very simple things that I do in a day, even though I simply did not leave my apartment, but it was fun to hang out. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I would love to film more like this. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.